I chose to attend Colorado College because I just fell in love with all of it. I fell in love with the mountains, I fell in love with the academics, I definitely fell in love with the relationships I'd be able to form with the teammates, and I visited at the end of my junior year, and it was just kind of a no-brainer from then on out. I always had Colorado College at the top of my list. I knew I always wanted to be a Tiger. So I really enjoy doing community service. I've been blessed to live a great life and have so many things going for me. Whenever I see an opportunity to help other people, it's a no-brainer to take it. And it's one of those things that works out well because it helps them, but I've also noticed that it really helps me. Doing community service makes me feel good, and I'm happy to be there for people, and it's just a fun experience overall. So it's kind of one of those things where it seems like you might be helping somebody, when in reality, those people are helping you just as much. So through Team Impact, I've been able to meet my now current teammate, Carter Gates, who's just this amazing 9-year-old kid who's battling cancer. We've had some great memories, whether it's on the court, going through practice, watching scouting reports, watching film, whatever it might be, or off the court, going to Josh and John's, just hanging out at his place, having a Nerf war and playing video games. It's been this surreal experience where I've gotten to learn so much from this 9-year-old and how tough he is and just what an amazing young man he is. So that's been my favorite community service, to just be able to spend time with him. Through an amazing organization of Operation TBI Freedom, the CC basketball team was able to go paintballing with veterans who have disabilities last year, as well as they were able to come attend our halftime and be honored at halftime. And I actually did some outside market consulting for them, and I've just been real involved with this organization. And it's been a great experience. It's a whole new perspective to see people who have fought for you and defended your freedom who come back and now need some help and are struggling to readjust. So it's been great. I've really enjoyed getting to know them, and they have some fantastic people at that organization. It's just been truly a blessing to be able to be with them. So the draft day for Carter, as well as when we honored the veterans at halftime, was actually the first game I missed due to an 8-week injury where I tore my thumb ligament, and I think it was the most stressful game I've ever been in, despite the fact I did not play a minute and I was in my collared shirt the whole time. It was truly a great experience to be able to be with those people during those nights, but it was extremely stressful, running from place to place. Is this set up? Is this ready to go? When you're dealing with people as special as the veterans and Carter Gates, you want to make sure everything you do is just top notch because they deserve that. So it was the most stressful game I've ever played in, and I didn't play a minute. So I've really enjoyed being able to get involved in other things on campus. I'm on President's Council, I'm an executive member of Honor Council, I'm in SCAC, our Student Athletic Advisory Committee. I'm actually currently in an election for Student Trustee. So being able to get involved outside of just the basketball world has been great. Colorado College has so much to offer, and that's something I've tried my best to take advantage of, and I really enjoy those clubs. It's an opportunity to meet other types of people and learn so many things by those relationships and through what we're able to do. So I'm an economics major with a focus on psychology, which basically means I've declared economics and I take a bunch of psychology classes. I'm doing that because I really enjoy it. I find myself studying harder for economics as well as psychology than other classes, and I love being in the library for those classes, and it's just kind of my passion. So since I enjoy that so much, that's what I'm decided to go with. So I took intermediate microeconomics earlier this year, which is an extremely tough class as it is, and in the third day, I tore the ligament in my writing hand. So for 3.5 weeks, all block, I was not able to write, and I had this math-based, writing-based class, and that was extremely tough. No way I would have made it without my friends and the teacher really helping me out and providing as much support as possible. Somebody took all of my notes for me. I was able to take tests that took over 6 to 8 hours just because I couldn't write. I had to write with my left hand. And my teacher was willing to grade that for me, so it's a tough enough class as it is, despite the adversity of not having your right hand. That was by far the toughest class I've ever taken. Colorado College is something that supports you doing other things. So academics wants you to be involved in extracurriculars, and athletics wants you to take care of your academics, and they want you to give back to the community. It's kind of one of those things where I've been put in a situation where it's easy for me to balance because that's what the school wants you to do. It promotes that. It helps you, whether it's getting tutors for you or whether it's finding extra time for teachers to meet you outside of the classroom when you miss class or whatever it is. Colorado College is great at finding a way to help you maintain a healthy balance between all the different things you can do in college. So my general plan right now is to go to graduate school. I think I'm going to go to law school. Both of my parents are lawyers, and that seems like a fun path to head down. But having said that, I still got a year and a half left to enjoy in college, and I'm not completely sure what I'm going to do. So my best memory basketball related, I've had some great ones for sure, would be seeing Carter Gates, my teammate, score his first points as a collegiate athlete. See how happy he was to see the stands. I mean, we had the stands packed for that game, just erupt for him, and I mean, that was an amazing moment to see a teammate who's gone through as much as he's gone through. To be able to score that basket was awesome. Unfortunately, I was on the bench, but that had no side effects because I was quickly on the court as soon as that timeout was called to celebrate with him, and it was the best moment probably I've ever had beyond just basketball. It was one of the best moments I've ever had in my life.